He's got him up for the Bodyslam. Congratulations, guys. You've chose the right podcast to come and listen to your Raw review, which is for
the 18th of September 2017, hailing from San Jose, California. This is the Bodyslam Inc. Raw review. Now, I am your host, Gavbon, and I'm joined by
the man called Lee.
Well, he is Lee, not Bruce Lee, not Chun-Li, not Jet Li, just Lee.
Good old Lee.
So, how's it going, Lee? Have you digested what's happened so far in Raw?
Yeah, I've just about chewed it up and swallowed it. For me, good show, good go-home show. Obviously, it's from San Jose, California.
Yeah, it's always going to be a big show to show the week just before No Mercy. It's probably one of the biggest Raw pay-per-views since SummerSlam, really, that it's been featured.
I'd probably go even further back than that, because SummerSlam for me was abysmal.
Yeah, it was pretty mediocre in all honesty. One of the worst SummerSlams that they've had, really. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of revelations on Raw, a lot of backwards and forwards and storylines, couple of extra surprises, but obviously we're going to go through it all for you all. This is why, Lee's right, you have chosen the right podcast. This is Bodyslam Inc. So, obviously, starting the show off, it's from San Jose, California, from the SAP Center. I think that's right, it was the SAP Center, wasn't it?
SAP Center, yeah. Also known as the SAP Arena.
And obviously, you know, the usual opening for Raw, other than, you know, the passing of Bobby Heenan, the brain Bobby Heenan.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, proper, you know, he was an old man, so he's not exactly gone too soon, you know, I think he was 91 years old. Proper shame, you know, probably one of the best managers that's ever been in wrestling.
And colour commentator.
Yeah, with Gorilla Monsoon, of all people, as well.
Yeah. Which
was pretty decent. But yeah, the show, obviously, in tribute to him. So, starting off the show, Kurt Angle, sorry.
Go on, you've got it.
I was going to say, Kurt Angle came out, did his usual hype bros, no mess, obviously hyping the pay-per-view, but he was obviously interrupted by none other than The Miz and his Miztourage, and you probably can't see me at the moment because we're not ready for video yet, but I'm doing inverted commas with my hands, you know, hand gestures are for the win. No, I won't be ever doing that ever again. But yeah,
hand gestures for the win.
But I don't know about you, Lee, but it was the shades. It was shades back, you know, to the last pay-per-view where the Intercontinental title wasn't, you know, featured at all. It wasn't even in the pre-show, and that was kind of Miz's point for coming out.
Yeah, that was his kind of promo of what he was leading to from. He was kind of saying the things like you just said yourself. The IC title is one of, if not the prestigious titles to be on either brand.
Yeah, agreed.
So he's kind of, like, just to cut off from there, it's like, Miz is supposed to be a heel. Heels don't want to defend the titles, but Miz is coming out week after week saying he wants to defend his title, he wants to be on pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly how you think on that. It's kind of, sat there thinking...
It's not usual that, you know, a heel comes out and makes a valid point that he's being treated unfairly when, in reality, you know, that title should be one of the, maybe not the main event, but it should be one of the last, you know, 2 or 3 matches at least on a pay-per-view card. It's definitely more prestigious, in my opinion, than the United States Championship.
I disagree with that because AJ Styles holds that title, and AJ Styles is phenomenal.
Yeah, but the Miz...
Phenomenal.
But the Miz over, the past maybe 5 years has grown on me so greatly, and I think he's I think now, he used to be hated backstage, but now he's quite liked, I imagine. He's getting WWE films, he's getting on well. He had that beautiful spot last week with Maurice, you know, announcing that she's pregnant. And he's literally came out complaining, you know, well, we'll get into more, complaining that he's not getting a match on Sunday, which obviously, you know, you knew if you've watched our No Mercy's predictions, the link will be in the description below for our No Mercy predictions. But it was announced that there was going to be a match for the Intercontinental title, so obviously it's building from there. But yeah, on to you, Lee. What do you carry on?
Yeah, just a few notes I made. It's like when Miz and Angle was in the ring, they brought up, as you said, the whole fatherhood thing where obviously Miz is Miz is pregnant.
Yeah.
Miz has got Marie's pregnant, they're going to have a child. And they played off the fact with Jason Jordan, with the fatherhood, with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Basically ripping into Kurt, saying he wasn't a good dad, he left him before he was born. But anyway, he keeps goating him, where you kind of think Kurt's going to retaliate and do something.
Yeah,
like kind of the Shane McMahon angle with on SmackDown.
He's provoking him to do something.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Jason Jordan comes out, and by the way, I'm loving Jason Jordan's new theme song.
I'm not sold on it.
It's a good one.
It's better than the previous one anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, anyway, Jordan walks out, but he does that, instead of coming out smiling, he's blank-faced, looking straight to the ring. Comes to the ring, says to Miz, say anything bad about Kurt again.
Yeah,
basically,
he's gonna put his teeth down his throat, basically. I think that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, that's the word he says. So, anyway, he says to Kurt, he's got an idea. Put Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel
in the fatal 4-way.
Yeah, making it a 6-pack challenge. Kurt agrees.
Not to mention that Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and Elias Sampson have all been confirmed for the match.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jason Jordan's in the match too, which is why, ignore that. Which is why, he's so aggrieved, why he's goading Kurt Angle into, about fatherhood. And, I mean, I can understand it, He has had a massive push since they are pushing this angle further and further, and I can see something happening down the line. I can see something, even maybe a heel turn by Jordan. I can just see it.
There was kind of little instincts of that. After the whole segment in the ring, they cut backstage where Jordan's kind of pacing, saying he's sick of people whispering about him and doing all this and all that, and saying when he beats The Miz for the IC title, which kind of, you knew it was going this way, and you'll get further into it as we go along with the show, but it was like Kurt saying, calm down, focus on this match.
Yeah.
Just kind of hyping him up, saying you need to teach them a lesson and show them that you're not...
That you deserve it, basically, as opposed to you being given it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like the what's the phrase? The silver spoon in the mouth.
Yeah, silver spoon. Yeah, I'll go with that one. I like that. It's a British term, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll have that one, because obviously we're British.
But
if
yeah,
you didn't tell by the accent.
And we've not even had a match yet. We've just had a precursor to a match for tonight's main event, which was obviously the fatal six-pack challenge.
The fatal 6-pack.
The fatal 6-pack. I know something's fatal. It's my brain cells, I think, at the moment. But yeah,
here we go. Anyway, we've got an actual match to speak about now.
I know. So the first match. Well, this is your toilet break, but
yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really pay. Not that I don't like women's wrestling, because I do, but it's not that you. Well, yeah, you knew what the outcome was going to be,
and it's very botchy as well.
Yeah, you probably watched the full thing yourself.
I mean, there's a lot of spots where
maybe people should know like what the match was first.
Well, when I watch it online, the comment section, any time a women's match is about to be announced, like when the women are about to come out, all the comments are like, "Oh, here comes toilet break. Here's the botch." So it's in people's minds anyway. So I think they need to really work on the women's division at the moment, because it's gone sort of downhill. But yeah, from last week's segment, it's Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss in a non-title match.
Can I just add something on that?
Yeah, carry on.
I might be wrong, but I'm sure Michael Cole or Corey Graves said this is a submission match. Now, I might be wrong. I probably am wrong, but I'm more than positive that they said that.
See, I can't remember that.
Because I've written it down on the notes.
See, I watched this match at 1:15 last night. I was watching it live until I fell asleep, yeah. So, I like to keep on with the Raw. But yeah, I'll have to look into that. Do apologise about that, folks. We have guests this evening, but not guests on the show, but guests in our house. Anyway, back to the match in hand. It's Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss in a non-title match. And you mentioning about being a submission match. We'll have to clarify that for the next show. Because I didn't actually hear that, whereas you think you did.
Yeah, I thought that's what Cole or Graves said, but obviously the outcome of the match, you kind of gave it away that it wasn't. But anyway, the start of the match was kind of the obvious heel backs off from the face with the big girl versus the little girl. So Alexa's running off to the back, and then Sasha Banks' music hits. She comes out. Alexa's backing off.
Yeah. She doesn't even get a chance to get back in the ring. Nia Jax just sparks her clean out with it was like a tit rush. She literally knocked it out with her boobs.
This is PG, this, you can't say that.
Yeah, well, you can say a tit. Tit's a bird.
A blue tit.
Yeah. Well, I think she had well, I'm saying nothing there, mate. But anyway, yeah, she knocked...
They might be blue after that.
Yeah, took her clean out. So, back in the ring, and then...
Back in the ring, literally... Samoan drop.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then...
Whose music hits then? Go on, Gavbon.
Well, Sasha thought... Well, before that, Sasha came in, jumped on her back, trying to get an advantage for this Sunday. Bang! Dun, 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 dun. In fact, that's the worst representation of the music ever. One of the worst NXT call-ups. Bayley comes out. Obviously, Nia Jax was the one who put her on the shelf. She comes in. All three of them, Alexa gets back up. All three of them are posturing to Nia and Nia's like, "Come on, bring it, bro.
Bring it on, brother."
And then obviously they all clear her out. She's out the ring.
It was actually a triple spear.
A triple spear. How can Nia Jax would knock them all three of them? Would eat them for breakfast. But yeah, so obviously all three of them are standing in the ring. Bayley and Sasha are having one of them little best friend embraces, which is going to be one of the most predictable heel turns ever when Sasha turns on Bayley.
Yep. Agreed.
And then obviously Alexa's trying to get in the fold, and I actually quite like it because it's like Alexa's like the little girl trying to get in with the in crowd, and they just kind of look at her, and then bang, Sasha boots her, Bayley to belly. I'd give belly to Bayley. Maybe not. Don't know if you noticed. This is a weird tangent that I'm going on. Did you notice or did you not notice that Bayley's ass is absolutely massive now? Bayley's got a massive ass.
I can't say I noticed. I don't think really. She's a good looking girl, but out of all the women wrestlers, she's not even top 5 for me.
No, not in looks or skill. Both.
In skill, yeah. Looks, nah.
I mean, I do like a gimmick, but I think
I don't.
They have to do.
It's like JD always says. JD from New York. He doesn't call her Bailey. He calls it Cringely
Cringely.
He does, because the gimmick on Raw, it's like, oh, I'm sick of seeing it now. It's just got boring.
On Raw, bad gimmick. On NXT, it was amazing. I've seen it live at Download NXT not this year, last year, and it was brilliant. Everyone was enjoying it.
Oh yeah,
it's one of them family.
But just a quick one on the whole, and it's better in NXT than the main roster. What about Shinsuke Nakamura?
Better in NXT.
What about Bobby Roode?
Better in NXT. Currently, he's not been there.
Roode's not been on SmackDown for 2 weeks. Maybe he's on, which will be tonight's SmackDown, because we're doing this on a Tuesday.
Yeah, he'll be on. I reckon he might be on tonight, depending. To be honest, they've only got 2 hours, haven't they? They should have put Roode on Raw.
No.
Get rid of the cruiserweights.
No.
What, you reckon they're going to build up to Roode and Styles?
No, it's going to be Roode. It is facing Ziggler, so red.
Oh well.
At Hell in a Cell, which is one of Ziggler's last matches on TV, because his contract's up soon.
So whether or not he re-signs a new contract,
I don't think he's going to sign. I think he's going to go to the Bullet Club. For life. Imagine Ziggler, Rhodes, Omega, Marty Skirtle the Young Bucks.
Better faction than anything WWE's had in the last 10 years.
Awesome, mate.
Since Evolution.
I always watch the Being the Elite to YouTube thing that the Bullet Club does.
Yeah.
And it's good, man. It's good 10-15 minutes of entertainment. Awesome stuff. Anyway, so, just going to say, subscribe, leave a comment, Bodyslam Inc. There you go.
That's pretty much it. That's us. Gavbon and Lee, Bodyslam Inc. Mothers. So, back onto Raw, because it's the Raw review. This happens, it does.
It is. We're getting used to this, guys. Cut us a bit of slack at least.
Yeah, cut me a lot of slack, mate. A lot of it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not saying nothing.
Obviously, following in with the theme, obviously, rest in peace, Bobby the Brain Heenan, who passed away on Sunday. It showed the collection of tweets from various wrestlers memorialising it. I'm not going to talk too much about it because whether or not you were a Bobby fan, you were a Brain fan, you weren't a fan, at times like this, everyone comes out the woodwork like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread, even though we all know he's probably the best manager that's ever been, I think, other than, Paul Heyman, but we won't get into that. After that, it showed a video package, detailing the feud between Brock, I was going to call him the Sock, but Braun Strowman. Obviously they are pushing this as, it is the main event of No Mercy, but they are pushing this as being one of the biggest matches of the year. It is. Because Lesnar is, and Lesnar's obviously the underdog, naturally. I don't care if he's been a UFC World Heavyweight Champion. Strowman is not exactly he's massive, and he's
almost as big as me. He's not quite there, but he's getting there.
he's on a push and a half though. But yeah, after the video package, bit of a segment, Sheamus and Cesaro, I won't say what I call them, ranted about how they hate nostalgia acts.
What do you call them?
Shimaro, or was it is it Shazamo? I don't know. It was like Shimama. Yeah, literally terrible. But yeah, they were ranting in the ring how they'd have to win their titles back from the nostalgia act. But obviously talking about Rollins and Ambrose. Although the Shield was one of the greatest factions of the last 5 years, definitely less, maybe even the last 10 years. I still think Evolution's better faction, but I reckon we'll do a
star power wise, yeah.
I reckon we should do a dedicated podcast, dedicated to what our favourite factions are of say the last 20 years or whatever.
There's lots of podcasts to come on multiple things. I mean, if you guys think that you want to hear certain topics, opinions, anything like that, leave it in the comments. We're kind of really short on the comment section at the moment because obviously we're new, but that's terrible.
Sorry.
But anyway, yeah, if you want to leave anything at all, positive, negative, anything is more than appreciated.
Obviously, back to Raw. After
I'm doing the plugs.
I know.
I'm doing the plugs here.
That's a plug.
What was that?
That's a plug, mate.
Yeah, we're not on about bats, we're on about plugs for the show.
Sorry.
By the way, we're making a Twitter account, Facebook. They'll probably be in the annotation or at the end of the video, depending when we've got the information ready for you guys.
We'll get it sorted. Don't worry. You just subscribe to us on YouTube.
He says we'll get it sorted. He's doing it.
I'll get it sorted when I'm whatever.
Been waiting for time for it. But anyway,
back to Raw.
Gavbon, back to Raw. Next segment. Finish this part off. Let's see where we go with that.
Yeah. So obviously, upon Rollins and Rambros here.
Here he goes with this. Oh my God!
Come out,
Absolute.
Accusing Cesaro of being a weird. Cesaro.
Just Cesaro.
Yeah, just Cesaro.
Not Shemaro.
No, I don't want to go there.
Rambros. What do you call the club then?
The club.
Sure you're not made another name for them?
They should be the Bullet Club.
Just think if you made a name up now, this could be like hashtag whatever you want to call it.
Hashtag.
I'm not saying nothing because I'm not
it's Galanderson, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
It's Galanderson.
That is terrible. You're getting worse.
He called
You are getting worse at this.
Rambros called Cesaro a weird taxi driver, and they called Sheamus Braveheart, so it was like a hybrid between the two. Then the club interrupted them, saying that Sheamus and Cesaro weren't good brothers. Yeah, the club, Galanderson, with just a couple of nerds. And then obviously...
That's what we sound like.
The upcoming match was changed to a triple threat, so we're on to the match now. Nearly a 20-minute match as well, which is quite a lot.
Some good spots in that match.
For a Raw show.
It got to the point, like I'm maybe fast forwarding it, but it got to the point where the Good Brothers did the Magic Killer on. I'm not quite sure who they did it on. I think it was. I don't know. Don't want to get it wrong. They did the Magic Killer. No, it was on Sheamus, I think.
Yeah.
And then it was 1, 2, and Sheamus just got there in the last second.
Well.
So I kind of thought maybe this was the way they was going. He thought instead of just having a 2-on-2 tag team match, make it a triple threat tag team match, like on Raw. But it wasn't the case to be, as we know. Gav?
Well, effectively Sheamus came in, blind tag, came in, stole the pin over Anderson, after Ambrose hit Dirty Deeds on Anderson. Was it Anderson he hit Dirty Deeds on, and then Sheamus came in and got the pin, didn't he?
Yeah, because Anderson did the roll-up, and then he got a 2 count, Dirty Deeds, and then Sheamus threw Ambrose out the ring, got the pin.
Well, that's pretty much it. To be honest, it was a good match overall, but...
Yeah, we haven't given it no justice there whatsoever.
No, I agree. I mean, I do think, like, going back to what you was trying to say, I think... what you did say, I think my brain didn't kind of pick it up properly. But I think that's what they should have done at the pay-per-view, had a triple threat tag team match, because all 3 of them tag teams deserve to be champions, I actually like Sheamus and Cesaro.
Are you sure?
I don't like Ambrose and Rollins.
What?
I want them to feud.
That's where it's going to be going.
Yeah, no, but I want them to feud now. I want them to feud.
Don't rush good things.
I want them to be like Reigns and Ambrose. No, I mean Reigns and Rollins were when the Authority. I want them to feud, man. I think they bounce off each other so much. I don't like... It kind of seems forced, it's like, the Shield, they're sort of back together. And obviously the club, big fan of Gallows and Anderson. I like them when they're in New Japan as well.
The Machine Gun.
Yeah. They've definitely, not to be confused with the Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley.
They wasn't even in New Japan.
No, but I'm on about them. They were
but you just said New Japan.
No, but I mean like general. They weren't in
But
New
you
Japan.
said New Japan.
Yeah, well... I'm whatever.
We're not doing a TNA review here.
TNA? You mean Global Force Wrestling? AKA TNA, AKA shit.
Oh, you cursed.
I know.
That's getting monetised.
50% in the swear jar. Get away with one swear word.
50% in the swear jar?
50 pence in the swear jar.
50 pence. Can I get the swear jar? Do I get the takings from that?
Yeah.
So I've just made 50p.
We're gonna skip. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna skip the Miz's little backstage thing, rallying the Miz to Raj with a 6-pack challenge. I'm not going to skip it.
You haven't skipped it at all because you've just said what was going on.
Skip over it.
Oh, mate.
They were kind of like... Miz made a comment, sort of, saying like... because they're both of them, the Miz to Raj, the Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, both in the match now.
Yeah.
And they're sort of like, well, Bo Dallas is like...
I thought you were skipping this.
Yeah, no, I was going to skip it, but it is a worthy of, to go on it. You've got, Curtis Axel's like, my daddy's like the greatest ever Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Perfect. And he's been a former Continental Champion himself, and Miz is like, focus back onto it, you both deserve it. Just make sure that
Jason Jordan doesn't steal your spotlight.
Exactly.
So the segment ends there.
And then there was a shit video package.
There's another 50.
Sorry.
Look, I'm making money here tonight.
Quid, mate.
I've got £1. That's going to get me a pasty tomorrow in work.
I'll give you some right.
If you're American, a pasty is... What is pasty in America?
Pasty is like short crust pastry with meat. It's like Cornish pasty. It's like...
I don't think Americans know what a pasty is. You
Yeah.
need to explain it better than that if you can.
Short crust pastry with a filling. It's kind of like... It looks like a...
Short crust pastry with a filling.
I'm trying to describe it. It looks like...
It's not to look like anything, just
Yeah, it
what's
just looks-
inside it. It's pastry with like a meat
Can have
filling.
cheese or meat or cheese and onion.
Cheese and onion.
It's not the food review, mate. But
Do you like cheese and onion pasties?
Google Cornish pasty.
UK.
And, yeah. Cornish. What do you mean? Google UK at the end of Cornish pasty. Like they've got Cornish pasties in Tokyo.
They might do.
Fish head pasty.
Have you been to Tokyo?
No.
You wouldn't know then, would you?
No. I wouldn't
Google
know.
it. Get it up on Google.
No, I'm not googling it. Because my keyboard's too loud.
Too
But
loud
yeah,
like this house.
It was.
Jesus.
Again, it was.
Anyway.
They're trying to break the fourth wall with the
Let's
Cena
just
Rollins thing.
Delete! This is so going on.
The Cena Rollins. I mean, Cena Reigns.
Cena Rollins? Oh, that's a new one. That.
Cena Reigns.
I'm sure I've seen that before.
It was quite a long package, to be fair.
Yeah, video package. Probably on YouTube if you want to go and look at it. Anyway, I'm going on to the next segment.
Segment.
Gavbon, do you want me to hit the switch on that?
Go for it, mate.
Yeah, so Angle's backstage on the mic. On the mic. He wasn't on the mic at all. He was on his mobile cellular
phone.
Oh, what are you doing to me tonight? That's all. These reviews are going to be terrible. Anyway, Angle's backstage on the mic. I've done it again.
No, he is sort of... There is a microphone in the camera, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, so he's on his phone anyway. He's got a Samsung S5, I think.
Peasant.
Anyway, Goldust is stood there with his back to him. Also known as Dustin Rhodes. He pleaded with Angle for a match against Bray Wyatt to rectify last week's outcome.
Yeah.
Where obviously, as you've seen from the review,
he wiped his paint off his face.
Yeah.
To like make a gesture.
And he gets to the point where he's not asking him as a boss, he's asking him
as a man. And
a friend.
I wouldn't be friends with Goldust.
He
kicks people in the nuts.
No, he doesn't do it anymore.
Curtain call.
This is what this review is going to be, a curtain call. If you go the way
oh, goodbye.
But no. It was good while it lasted a week. Anyway, Kurt Angle didn't want to do it. Did in the end. Gave Dustin Rhodes, also known as Goldust, a match. So that's set up for later on in the night. It's Goldust versus Bray Wyatt. Following from that, Gavbon.
Kurt Hawkins comes out to the ring saying that his Star Factory was officially closed and he was going to open a history machine. Basically saying, because he's on an amazing losing streak of 114 days at this point. And
how was that amazing?
It's amazing for him. That's all he's known for. That's his selling point, that he's crap.
You nearly...
I
nearly got another 50p there.
I know, right? But yeah, he was claiming that it was going to end, but obviously he's fighting Apollo Crews, who's come out with Titus O'Neil. I know.
Titus, yeah, this is what JD does on his reviews. Titus, worldwide!
Worldwide! West Side! He comes out, it was a squash match, 2 minutes.
Tell you what, mate, JD's boss, I love JD's reviews.
Spin out power, big shout out to JD.
JD from New York 206. Add him on Twitter at JD from New York 206.
Yeah, I'll tweet this to him and see if he'll listen to it. I doubt he will.
He might do. JD's a good guy.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? If that's how we're gonna base him being a good guy, and if he listens to it or not.
He's not gonna listen.
He could comment. Tell him just to comment on our podcast, mate.
The Twitter or Facebook's not even nice. Why are you gonna do that?
I'll message him off my company as well. even though Hulk Hogan's blocked me on it, but whatever.
Well.
So probably the biggest of the segments of Raw.
The best for me, mate. The best match on the whole show was Apollo Crews versus Kurt Hawkins. Excellent match. What a showcase on that match.
Well, yeah, all 2 minutes and 10 seconds or whatever of it.
So it ends up in a spin-out powerbomb anyway. 1, 2, 3.
Bang
Titus, worldwide, gets the win for his team.
What a donut.
a donut? Do you want to?
No, because they know what a donut is.
Everybody knows what a donut is, but
world.
why do we call people a donut? Because I like donuts.
Because the plonkers. Like.
But what's a plonker? That's another English term.
Okay, an idiot.
What's an idiot? Is it a stupid idiot?
Yeah, stupid idiot. You made the list.
What list?
The list that I'm going to create after this podcast.
Oh, well, I'd like to see that list.
Stupid people, Lee. I think you're going on it, mate. I think you're going on it.
I'll be at the top of the list, mate.
I know a few people that I've put on the list. Naming no names. But anyway.
You can't say that. If you're saying you could do no list, you've got to say who it is.
I'm not going to say who's on the list. I haven't made the list yet.
But you just said you're going to put people on the list.
Yeah, I put stupid people on the list, like Hulk Hogan. He's a stupid idiot.
No, we've just been monetised again now.
Well, I can say Hulk Hogan.
You can't.
You can.
You can't.
You can.
Say it again then.
Hulk Hogan. Shut up. Shut up before I get the paint gun out.
Oh, mate. Don't be like that. Anyway, gone off topic again.
I wonder why.
Wonder why, yeah. Putting up your...
Go on, say it. I'll have my pound back.
You're not having your pound. You owe me 150, mate.
Alright, whatever.
Michael Cole.
Well, he talked to both. You know, it was the interview, the big segment.
I like these style of interviews where they've got one in one, even though they're probably side by side, just in a different...
Well, what happened last time is came looking for him, didn't he?
Yeah. Can you remember who that was?
It was Samoa Joe. Came looking for him. Because Samoa Joe's a badass. And, you know, Braun Strowman's just a big ass. But anyway, they had the back and forward. You know, Paul Heyman speaking on behalf of his client, Brock Lesnar, or Brock Lesnar.
What is Brock Lesnar?
What is he?
Do you know what he is?
He's a man.
But do you know what he is?
He's a big man.
No. He's the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Say it.
Of the world. Brock Lesnar!
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I know.
That. Oh
Sorry.
my god. Can we delete that?
No.
Delete!
Glorious!
Delete glorious what?
No.
Just tell you what, mate, we're going to get done for copyright infringement tonight. You might as well just... I tell you what, stop the review now and just play Raw as audio.
Yeah, we'll just play... I'll just rip it and then just play Raw as audio. But then people have got eyes, they can see it. Unless you're Stevie Wonder, then you're a bit screwed.
Too far.
No, never too far.
That's too far.
Never too far.
That's too far. You're a wrong one.
Well, I am. But, so obviously they had the little tete-a-tete. You knew Lesnar was going
to...
Tete-a-tete.
I can't get used to these phrases that you're coming out with here, bud.
They had a back and fro convo.
Back and fro.
Back and fro convo.
Back and fro.
Yeah, it rhymes, mate. It rhymes, mate. Back and fro convo.
This is getting beyond the joke, mate.
Stop interrupting me, dick.
Oh, £2.
That's actually in the dictionary.
What, Richard? You call me Richard?
I called you a dictionary.
You call me a dick?
Yeah, dictionary. Dictionary.
You're a dick.
You didn't give me a chance to say shinary. But yeah, you know, Lesnar, I knew this was going to happen, or Lesnar was going to stop Heyman from talking and say something himself.
Suplex City.
Bitch.
£2.50. Get in.
Bitch is in the dictionary.
Making some coin tonight, boys.
A female dog, mate.
Write in the comments if you think...
Female dog.
Write in the comments if you think that Gavbon owes me like £2.50, also known as $3.
$3.50, mate.
Is it?
Fuck you. Now you can have $3.50.
Ah, there we go.
But yeah, so...
I actually want that money, you know.
No. You can have it in internet dollars.
That'll do.
So Reigns comes out.
What does Reigns do?
Cuts a promo on Cena.
Does he?
Yeah. Does he not? Does he? Does he not?
You're second guessing yourself now.
He comes out, cuts a promo.
Yeah, on
John Cena.
Yeah.
About facing him at No Mercy.
What else?
Obviously, you know, he's brought up the Alex Riley controversy.
Oh, I love that.
Basically, Cena didn't just bury him, he actually used his clout backstage to halt all momentum he had and effectively led to his release. He's been released, hasn't he, Alex Riley?
Yeah, because at a point he was doing NXT commentary and then he had like a little... I think it was against Kevin Owens.
Yes.
And then from that you didn't see him.
He was gone.
I liked him when he was with The Miz.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I liked when he was with Edge.
What?
Kurt Hawkins and Alex Riley.
Oh, it wasn't.
What? What? What are you laughing at? No, wait, it wasn't Kurt Hawkins and Alex Riley, was it?
No.
No. That wasn't Ed.
Oh my god.
That wasn't Edge's entourage, was it? Who was it then? If it wasn't Alex Riley, who am I thinking of?
Oh, I've got the worst laugh in the world.
Kurt Hawkins and who?
Zack Ryder.
Oh yeah, was that right?
Alex.
Riley. Sorry. I do apologise for my verbal diarrhea.
I apologise for this laugh, but this guy's too much.
Oh dear. But yeah, and then he showed back to Reigns, and he showed old foot. Oh dear. He showed.
You love it.
That was like what was it? Undertaker versus Al Bundy. Oh no, King Kong Bundy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Whoa.
Al Bundy's better, mate. But yeah, he shows he showed some old footage of Cena the night after The Rock beat him. No, it was the night after.
It wasn't the night after.
It was the night after WrestleMania. It was.
No, it wasn't. It was before it.
No, it was the night after WrestleMania because that was the promo before Brock Lesnar came out. Returned back, properly returned, and F5'd him. He was criticising The Rock because he was going on about him being a part-timer.
No, it was before the match at 28.
Okay, whatever, same thing. But anyway, we won't get back into that. So yeah, Reigns knew Cena wasn't going to be there. We all knew Cena wasn't going to be there. Bit of a pointless promo in my opinion. They should have had Cena on, the show tonight just to have a little more back and forth, hype the match up a little bit more, because we all know who's going to win that match. The guy. Sorry, I'm still in Titus O'Neil mode.
I know, Titus worldwide. Anyway, just as you can probably hear, as we can hear loud as clear, the guests are getting a bit rowdy tonight.
Yeah, they're all on the lash. That means they're all getting drunk.
Yeah, they're having a few beverages.
But yeah, so we come to the match that we were discussing earlier about Goldust and Bray Wyatt. Got his wish.
He did. He probably wishes that he didn't want the wish because it ended up in about 2.5 minutes.
He got buried again.
And they called John Cena for burying people.
Yeah, I know. But then again, you can't really call anyone like Bray Wyatt burying anyone because he's been buried himself. He's more known for losing matches than he is for actually winning. So
yeah, that's a shame though because Bray Wyatt's, even the character itself is.
I like it, but now, but I think now he cuts the same promo every week now. It's the same bullshit.
I think everything gets stale until they come up with some kind of creative behind it. It's kind of, not to compare it to The Undertaker, but it's that kind of nostalgia, kind of like...
Do you know what I'd like to see, Lee? Do you know what I'd like to see?
What's that, Gavbon?
I'd like to see a Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor tag team.
A tag team?
A tag team would be like... they'd be a pretty good tag team, I think. You've got the Demon King, you've got the Eater of Worlds. I think they'd be like a unique combination. Not just a tag team, but, like a little faction. So you'd have, so at the moment, you've always got Rollins interfering, Sheamus, not Sheamus. Ambrose, they're coming out, bouncing off backwards and forwards. I think that'd be a nice, little stable, because Eric Rowan and Luke Harper worked for a bit. And obviously, kept getting injured. Eric Rowan is an absolute failure, in my opinion. He's done absolutely nothing. Poor booking, maybe. But I just don't like him.
I just don't think he's good in the ring.
Luke Harper's amazing. I think Luke Harper's awesome.
Luke Harper? Here we go again.
Dumbass.
Yeah. What?
Amy Dumas. Sorry, I will not talk about Leah now. Maybe next week. But yeah.
On the podcast.
Yes, on the podcast.
Bodyslam Inc. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment. That's most important. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, we want to hear from people telling Gavbon and Lee owes me £3.50 because he's been swearing. The
Free
naughty boy.
Fiddy, bitch.
Yeah. That
doesn't count. Bitch is a female dog. Told you.
I'm going to be losing money here if you're going on that.
Well, yeah.
Got $3.50 there. That's a few pasties, that, pal.
I know. Better than the roulette, mate. But yeah.
What do you mean better than the roulette?
Better than the roulette. You'd be getting money for nothing. You're getting money for me being me. Start a business. Just yeah. I don't even know where I'm tanging off to now. Tanging off to minging off. What?
Tangent?
Oh, shut the
I'm taking that. That's £4 that, mate. £4, $4. I'll take $4.50.
The Balor.
50 cent. Huh.
The Balor Wyatt. Like back and throw, backward, forwards, little
the back and throw
chat they had. The little chat they had.
Chat means
about
words.
the match at No Mercy. Pointless match. I don't think they should be fighting. I think they should be stable. A stable mates. I think
a stable's more than two. That would be two people.
Yeah, no, but you could get someone else in. You know, someone who else is weird. Elias Sampson.
No, he's good.
He could be there.
Are you saying you don't like Elias Sampson?
I'm saying I don't like Elias Sampson.
Something wrong with you.
You know I don't like Elias Sampson. I don't like his gimmick sitting in the ring with his little guitar, like thinks he's like Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber? That's the worst reference I've heard.
Whatever. So you've got...
Jeez, man.
It's probably the most important part of the show. The tribute.
Whoa.
The tribute to Bobby the Brain Heenan. That'll only ever happen once.
Yeah, but you skip. I've got something to say on that last segment.
Go on, I'm sorry.
And you're jumping in front again.
I'm sorry.
You're going to get negative reviews here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You'll be sorry when you give me that £4.50.
£3.50.
It's £4.50 now.
You're getting $3.50, mate.
I'll take anything I can get.
Deal.
£4.
Nah.
$4.50.
Go on.
Yeah, the last kind of couple of sentences Ballast said to Bray Wyatt, which was, "Man created demon. The demon is a creation of man. Which is more dangerous?" What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's actually quite deep, isn't it, when you think about it? You know...
You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's quite meaningful. I mean, I didn't... Not that I skipped over it. I just didn't, see the main relevance, and I didn't want to go too deep into it.
What it was is you didn't pick up the great analysis that myself, Lee, brings to the table, which is obviously why I'm one of, if not the lead guy on Bodyslam Inc.
You are the lead guy.
Like, comment, subscribe, click that bell.
Bell end.
I'm having that one as well. That's £5 now. You can tit it all you want. Because when I would knock on your door in the morning and go, "Gavbon, £5 please," you'd be like, "Oh, here you go."
Here you go, mate. Sorry.
So there you go. So anyway, obviously, as you mentioned, the tribute to Bobby the Brain Heenan, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my man. Well, no, he's not my man, but he shut up, Gav. He was great. He was the greatest manager. He's like what we would consider, because we're big football fans, aren't we, Lee? And
let's just stop there. Going off topic, we're big football fans.
I was gonna say Bob Paisley, but I'll not compliment Liverpool anymore. Then
I know, but why won't you compliment Liverpool? What team do you support?
I support Everton.
By the way, guys, Everton is a small club that's in Merseyside. The biggest club in Merseyside would be Liverpool, which is my team.
Tranmere Rovers, mate.
Tranmere Rovers over Everton. Yeah, so you're the third team.
Oh, thanks.
Ah.
Liverpool reserves.
Bigger than Everton.
Liverpool under 18s.
Listen, mate.
Crocky.
Here's a little joke for you. Did you know that Wayne Rooney, your golden child, has more points on his driving licence than Everton have in the league right now?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Points as well. Oh, you're brutal, mate. I'm going to have a drink after this, I think.
What are you having? Cup of tea?
Yeah. Settle my nerves. You've just shot me to bits, mate.
Cup of tea. Us Brits love a cup of tea. I have a cup of tea in the morning.
I have a cup of tea. I have 2 cups of coffee, and then I have tea for the rest of the day.
No one asked you what you wanted.
All right, then. Well, people didn't. No one asked me what I wanted, and Raw give us what no one wanted, which was Enzo Amore, who come down to the ring to cut a promo.
But it gets better.
Yeah, it does. It gets amazing, and then obviously I'll let you go through this one, Lee.
Yeah, before Enzo Amore could even get halfway down the ramp, who comes out?
He got wrecked, lad, by Big Braun Strowman.
Big Braun.
big Braun Bobo Baggins Strowman.
What?
Banged him out.
Banged him out?
I've never seen Strowman move as quick.
Oh, have you not?
He was just there. Bang! Straight away. Knocked him clean down.
The monster of men.
That looked painful, mate. That looked painful because he fell on the microphone.
Wrestling's real, didn't you know?
Yeah, whatever. Kayfabe 101.
Why are you saying that now?
Kayfabe 101.
Why are you being like that?
I can't help it. Can't brain freeze there. I had proper brain freeze there. But Enzo was cutting the promo. Strowman wrecked him. After, Strowman banged him on the ramp, took him to the ring, threw him into the ring like he was a piece of crap. Obviously, throwing him around the ring like he was a piece of, like he was an absolute ragdoll. Did running power slam on him. Enzo's there like a beaten puppy, like the RSPCA is going to put him down or something. He looked absolutely horrible. And then obviously Strowman left, and before Strowman, was about to come out, about to go back to the back, another guest came out to surprise Enzo. You like Neville, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't.
King of the Cruiserweights?
He's not.
Yes?
He's not.
How is he not the king? Who's the King of the Cruiserweights then?
None of them. Rey Mysterio.
He's not even in the company.
Exactly.
So how's he the king then?
So he can't be the king, can he?
No.
Well, no, okay. Look, stop shooting me with my own logic, mate. Or I'll get all Inspector Clue on you with my magnifying glass. But no.
I don't want to speculate, but why does Gavbon have a magnifying glass in his room?
Because I'm a very, very, very important person in the computer hardware tech world. But
I had something else in mind. Maybe it's...
Yeah. I'll have that 350 back since you're insinuating that.
No, I'm not insinuating nothing. You said it, mate.
I know. I can't help it. Neville.
What admit to none of that stuff, mate?
Come on, Lee. Tell us what happened. Tell us what happened.
What, when the King of the Cruiserweights come down?
Yes, when your best friend, Geordie Neville, from...
Why, aye, man?
From whatever piece of crap town he came from.
Newcastle?
Exactly.
Newcastle's a good town, I've been.
Yeah, I've been loads of times.
So why are you calling it crap?
Because it's crap. When you've been as many times as me, mate, it gets crap.
No, it's good.
Yeah, best thing is the way out, mate.
Is it?
Yeah. Plenty of time.
All
plenty
right.
of ways out.
Okay. Anyway, getting off, so I'd love to see how long this podcast is going for. You'll obviously see when it's uploaded.
Yeah, but we will. They'll know when they see it pop up because it'll say on YouTube. Like 000 point. However long.
I did just say that.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Stop cutting me off.
I'm like a colour commentator. You're a jackass and I'm a colour commentator.
You colour commentating nothing though, because everything you say is just fucking...
Cappy. What?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry. But he came out,
I'll get over
seeing
that.
Enzo, since you don't want to say it, Enzo's lying there because he's just been Braun Strowman. And Neville comes out, hits him with a red arrow, obviously cuts out, and then you've got a Cruiserweight champion. No, you've got Neville, who is obviously the king of the Cruiserweights, apparently, in brackets, maybe. He's got a...
Is.
Well, he's got a match.
Is.
Okay, is.
Is what?
Has a match with Grand Metalik.
Said it wrong, it's Grand Metalik.
Grand Metalik.
God, man.
Grand Metalik. And in a non-title match.
I wonder who won. Grand Metalik won.
Neville, obviously.
Neville won?
Yeah.
Shocked at that.
With the Rings of Saturn.
Rings of what?
Rings of Saturn.
Did he win?
Remember Perry Saturn?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Remember Moppy?
1, 2, 3, yeah.
No, it was a submission. In 3 minutes 20.
Couldn't commentate to my fault.
3:20, mate.
3:20 what?
3 minutes 20 seconds.
What was?
That was how long the match was.
Was it?
Yeah,
you
it
sure?
was. Yeah.
You time?
Yeah, I was. Got a stopwatch and everything, mate.
Good on you, bud. Good on you. Happy days.
Someone's
mate.
got to time it.
Oh yeah, someone's got to time you. Shouting absolute garbage.
3 minutes 20, mate, if you're timing it properly. But anyway.
What do you mean timing it properly?
The main event other than myself chatting.
Main event? You wouldn't be even on the pre-show, mate, if it wasn't for me.
Yeah, okay.
I am the showstopper.
Well, not as bit much of a showstopper as our next match was, which was pretty...
Amazing match.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't long enough. It was just spot after spot after spot after spot after
see
spot.
With the time
pinfall.
You could see with the time that was left, it wasn't going to go over 15 minutes. No way was it going over 15 minutes.
It didn't. It went.
How long did it go for, do you know?
11 minutes and 26 seconds.
Did you count that one too, did you?
I did, mate. I got the stopwatch.
11 minutes, 27 seconds.
Was it?
Yeah.
How?
Counted it.
Alright, whatever. I'm sure you're winding me up. Sure you're winding me up. Please leave a comment if you think Lee's a dumbass. I mean, Amy Dumbass. If Amy Dumbass was listening, which she's not, I'm going to tweet her this podcast and just say I kept saying your name in vain. You know, Matt Hardy might come out, Edge might come out. You know, like, come out of the bed, come up from under my bed.
Under your bed? Why would Edge or Matt Hardy be under your bed?
You know,
you're a sick
because
individual.
Matt Hardy's being wasted.
You are currently a sick individual.
Matt Hardy's momentum's being wasted every week. He's not a singles competitor with his broken gimmick in full swing. Not just teasing it. I mean, I mean, to touch on this match, though, Lee, 6-pack challenge, Jason Jordan against Elias Sampson, against Jeff Hardy, against Matt Hardy, against Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. 4 of the people in this match are tag teams.
So you mean there's So you mean there's 2 teams in the match?
Yeah, there's two tag teams in the match. So 4 of them.
Who's the 2 tag teams?
The Hardy Boys and obviously the Mr. Raj.
It's not.
Who?
It's Jason Jordan and Elias.
No.
Yeah.
They're a tag team?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They are. Good
really?
one. Yeah.
Are they? Since when?
Since about 3 months ago.
Okay. Anyway. So they're all tag teams. So...
You would believe in that as well.
Yeah, whatever. I might be silly, but I'm not that bad. But yeah, they had it was literally a match that was just a spot after a spot after a spot.
The only thing
it didn't even tease the Hardy Boys breakup or anything.
No, because there's not going to be a breakup, yeah. But this match, as you know, would have been seen worldwide.
Worldwide. Oh my god.
I'm going to end up doing the Kevin Dunn impressions.
Who won though? Who won? Come on.
Who won what, the match?
Yeah, who won the match?
I'm going to take a stab in the dark here.
That's a bit racist, mate. I'm only joking.
No, it's not.
Carry on.
It's a phrase.
Who won?
Who won?
Yeah.
You know who won?
Yeah, but who won? Tell it. Not everyone knows who won.
Everyone knows who won?
Well, obviously, Jason Jordan.
Why are you taking me spotlights?
I was leading you to it.
No, you just messed it all up now.
No, Jason Jordan won.
No, I didn't.
He did.
No, I didn't.
He did. I only watched it. Rewatched it just before. He won.
Who won?
Jason Jordan
You
picked
sure?
up. Yeah, he scored the pin over Axel.
No.
He did. He did the lift.
I don't believe that.
He did the lift and net break. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.
So Jason Jordan did a lifting net breaker on who?
On Curtis Axel.
Not having it.
Well, he did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he did.
Did he win?
Yeah, he did. Pinned him 1, 2, 3. Babao.
Sure, it wasn't 1-2.
No, it was definitely a 3 count.
Did not make him tap out.
No.
So just to clarify, Jason Jordan did a swinging, hanging, super lifting net breaker.
It was kind of like a reverse 3D by himself.
So it'd be a 1D, wouldn't it? 1D. What's it?
Well, no.
Making segues. 1D. Who's 1D? Your favourite band? One Direction?
Yeah.
If you could see, he's got a big poster on the back of his wall here, but you can't see it.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
He'll take it down by the time we go live on the webcam.
Shut up, please. Stop telling people.
Who's your favourite in One Direction?
Harry Styles.
I could tell.
Wait, he's not even in One Direction, is he?
There is no One Direction.
It's not.
Why have you still got the poster?
I haven't.
Well, I can see it there, mate.
Alright, I'll remember this when I'm doing the editing for this podcast. And I'll just every time you speak, I'll just do a cow having a shit
Shit, there you go.
Oh,
550
God,
there,
no.
Let's just give me time and call it quits.
Whatever. So what happened? Come on. What happened? Since
you
you're the all-knowing, all-seeing Lee, what happened?
Mate, I told you what happened.
Well, yeah, but what happened after happened?
Well, what happened after it, mate, is, just to be serious for a minute, just for the last few minutes, after Jordan got the win.
Yeah.
Excuse me. After Jordan got the win, As I said.
Yeah, what happened?
Jordan got the win, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the win, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, against oh my god. No.
So Jordan got the win.
He did get the win.
So I wasn't dreaming.
No.
This did happen.
Yeah.
On Raw.
And we said it last week.
Last night.
We said it last week.
From San Jose, California.
Yeah.
SAP Center.
Yep.
The Go Home Show.
Yep.
Show.
Yep.
Good.
What?
What? So this is what happened.
What?
Jason Jordan got the win. Then the Miz and the Miztourage started to attack Jordan. Jordan, at the first instant, got the upper hand on the Miz. But then, obviously, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, jumps in, blindsided, beat down, skull-crushing finale. Miz holds the title up, over his head.
Left him laying like a piece of crap.
I'm going to take that one first.
No, you're not. You can't say these mediocre sort of like semi-swear words. We're not in church, mate. We're in Liverpool.
What about?
This language is acceptable in school, mate. Let alone on the street.
Is it though, mate?
Yeah.
You sure, mate?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it because my girlfriend would kill me, but yeah. I'll tell you after the show, but yeah.
After but anyway. Speaking of after the show, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been delightful.
Not for me,
it's been absolutely wonderful.
Delete!
Gav wants to delete it only because
of Kurt Hawkins and Alex Riley.
Yeah, the tag team with the Century. How many times did they win the tag titles?
I don't know now.
Won it a good few times.
Are we talking about like real, or are we talking like in my head?
I don't know which one do you think's real, bud?
I don't know anymore.
You haven't got a clue.
I'm looking for my mad pills.
Yeah, there you.
Really? No, I really am. That's what I was looking for before the show. My mad pills.
How can you show them? Not even on camera.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
Anyway, guys, it's been wonderful. It's been delightful. It's been a pleasure. My name's Lee, joined by
Gavbon.
You can tell he's not his tablets. This has been the Raw review for the
18th of September 2017
from
San Jose, California,
from the arena of
SAP Center.
This was the
Bodyslam Inc. Raw review.
That wasn't what I was going for. This has been the go home show for Raw.
Well, it was the go home show.
This is the go home cue because
we are home, but okay.
Gavin needs. Have you stopped it?
No, it's carrying on.
I thought you were saying we stopped it. Like no. We've already gone on.
I haven't touched it.
Anyway, didn't get time to do the Twitter, Facebook, Twitch. Oh, by the way, we're doing Twitch soon. Once my lovely co-host decides to get it done.
Yeah, I'll get it sorted. Don't worry.
I'm going to make him do it now.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cup of tea, mate.
I'm Lee.
I'm Gavbon.
This has been the Raw review. Like, subscribe. Please leave a comment. Even put a thumbs up. Even if it's a thumbs down. Don't do the thumbs down, but if we get a thumbs down, we know you've watched it.
Yeah, I promise I won't call you out on it. Whoever you are.
He will. I'll make sure that he's...
I'll cry. You don't want to hear a fat man cry.
Man cry?
Yeah, I'm a fat man. Can't help it, mate.
I'm a fat man.
I'm a fat man. Boom, boom. Yeah. Goodbye, all. Bye.